Last time on XCOM 2. Maybe you move, maybe you don't, maybe... Ace is the one I'm worried about. Yeah, he's just going for Ace. Oh, he's dazed, isn't he? You git! You absolute git! You were dazed because of the stun lancer. Hello everybody and welcome back to XCOM 2. We are apparently in Liverpool. And it looks just like this, I'm sure. In 20 years' time. Alright, we are rescuing a VIP. This is a big mission because it is Spoon's 100th mission. That's right, he turns 100 today. Congratulations, Spoon. You made it. Well, you've still got to get through this mission, and it's going to be a bit of a tough one because of Frost Legion Purge. But we shall prevail, I'm sure. Right, so, what's the deal with today then? We have got Biscoito and Menace, and we're going to see something. We also don't have concealment, so... Hello. You guys are starting on the roof. Ooh, look at these guys. Interesting. Okay. Very interesting. Are you just out in the open then? No, okay. Oh, somebody wants a grenade. Could double tap here, but wouldn't be doing a whole lot of damage. Oh wait, no, it's because of those overshields. Yeah, so what is the plan here? It's to kill everything, get the VIP, and run. We've got 12 turns to do all of that. We also don't seem to have really any way of getting up there and providing much support. We can actually use endurance to get you up there though. Big Red, you can get up here, take a shot there, that's something. Menace is kind of the main one though, isn't he? He can do that. And I suppose you can do a cheeky rocket somehow through the buildings and all that. Probably not. But you can. Go there. Maybe that is what we do. You're going to come up here and slap me, which I don't want to happen. So that's probably what we're going to do there. We've got a Mimic Beacon. I think we're going to have to use that very early here. But what else do we do? You're down there. That's a one-shot kill, actually. That's not the worst thing. We've got buddies about as well. Various buddies. 3 to 8. That's a kill. Maybe that's what we do here, actually. We probably potentially pop a teamwork. But then, how are you going to be useful? Also, what are you guys? Right, we know about the Necromancer. What are these guys? Just a Frost Sectoid, essentially. Ice Shield, Mana Vulnerability, Mind Freeze, inflict Bitter Frost. In a timed mission, that could be pretty awful. And you know what would actually be better? You using teamwork and you taking this shot here. Because we can actually shoot with Goose, who does a lot of damage with his psionics. So that might be a thing to consider. Spoon, we can... Actually, you know what? Getting Peter up here is probably the way. I think that is the way.
Let's do this.
Got run and gun. No. I feel like getting Reiner up here is the way to go. So we can actually go Torres here. Spoon over here.
Roger that.
Could do this. I really could do that. I don't think they'll fall through. Maybe I just want to flashbang them. Nah, I want to do some damage. Right, let's do it. We've got them grenades. Let's use them. This is going to be a tough mission, I reckon. Oh, they do fall. Ha! Sucks to be you, I guess. Okay, I may want to pop double tap then. Let's do this. Very nice shooting there. Alright, take another shot. Beautiful. Frost sectoid down.
Alvo atingido.
Those guys are quite far away. There's no way they can really get up to us. They're going to have to sort of sprint, I would say. So let's get endurance going here. You can get up here. Great.
Roger that.
Flyer. We can teamwork you to get you around here. Can also get you over there. Oh, that could be nasty. Is that technically closer to here? It might be.
Schon unterwegs.
Get you up here so at least you're in cover. Right, take it out. It's 3 to 8 though. Still fine.
Habt ihr das gesehen?
Okay, they don't know where we are. So I think from here we're pretty much just going to be overwatching.
On Overwatch.
Oh, there's a second one. Hi. I don't remember that. Oh my god, how many of them are there? That'll do. I really don't want that many. Alright, we've got guys coming up here as well. Another group. Another 2 by the looks of it. Oi. Okay, it's alright. It's fine. I'm sure it's fine. We have overwatches though. They're still going to scatter. Big Red, if you can get a nice preemptive strike on it. Yes, you can. That'll do a good bit of, good helping of damage. Alright, and optional hit. Very optional. That's okay, Voltwolf. A good start, nevertheless. And then there's a second one. Sectoid. Well, we've got our work cut out. We only have to get over there. And make a hack in the progress as well. That's a good shot there for Flyer. I'm leaning towards yet another grenade, but I actually would like to get some sort of flank. Also a bit worried about getting flanked over here. That could be an issue. Five to 7 there with the sword off. We could actually go for maybe a free reload. That's an option too. I'm gonna get Torres up here. Just need to sort of kind of shuffle up. Everybody has to be up here this turn. I think I've decided. I think the rest of us are just gonna take out the guys over here. I'm half tempted to go for the Molotov. We might be able to splash them all. Worth a try. It's good against Frost Legion, these things. Maybe not then. Spoon has a shot there. I kind of want to take that. Then who takes what? Voltwolf takes you. You take that one. Goose takes that one. Okay, I think we have... Not Goose, Flyer. Sorry, Flyer. Would be nice to get a burn on him though, wouldn't it? Oh man, that would be really good. Alright, here's the plan then. Spoon, I'm getting you over here.
Heading for that location.
Right, you can see the one down there. We'll take the shots. Nice hit. Okay. Over here, we're going to go 5 to 7 point blank. What's just surely a standard pistol shot, 1 to 2. That's not enough. No, we'll have to go point blank then. That's fine. Should have gone for that reload as well. A free one. Could have gone for a teamwork as well. A lot of things I could be doing differently here. Oh, this is actually a forward-looking shot. Let's do that. Okay, that's good. You got forward-looking armor, rather. Let's get the Molotov going here. Very nice. You're burning. Burn. Burn. Get a grenade on both of these suckers. Have some of that. The one back there should die from the fall damage. Yeah. Okay, Frost Legion Necromancer was killed. He was indeed. We need flexibility, so maybe we just come up a tile here. Do you know what? It's not so bad, actually. Let's get you up here. Let's take care of the two whites. Come down.
Lousy way to die.
3 to 8. Hope this works. Level 3. Okay, it is what it is. You're burning. I'm hoping you'll burn to death. That's kind of my plan, really, is that you just burn to death. Spoon. Okay, this is interesting. Frozen. And an Overwatch. Well, this is going to be a smack. No, it's not. There's a second one. Where are you? You're up here. Oh, hello. Can you do anything? Okay. Not very happy about that. You're gonna be slow. When do you lose Bitter Shield? There's also another question. A few things here I'm not very happy about, to be honest with you. I'd like to use the combustion on that guy, the flyer. I'd love to come down here, but then I'm also certainly getting an activation, which is probably inadvisable. I'm going to assume you're burning to death. I am still going to assume that. We have to still deal with these guys, so probably better off going for a pistol shot here. Moving up.
Si, senor!
Yeah, let's take this. Okay, I'm gonna hope that bit of frost disappears eventually. Leave you out in the open and take a shot there? Very possibly. What if you stop burning? Well, we're screwed no matter what we do. You're probably better off just taking this. You could actually go for a heal. That's not a bad move, let's do it. Perhaps you lose that bit of frost status. I reckon you might have, actually. Alright, take this. Done. Okay, good. Whoops. Let's get Peter up here. Oh crap, there's an Overwatch there. You're out in the open. Right, 3 to 4. You're both out in the open. Oh, that's okay. Torres, get up here. We've got shrapnel grenades. These do 1 damage. These should be really good shots, actually. In fact, they're so good. Well, they should be so good. Can we not change shots? Oh, no, that's not very good. 83%. I'd like to take that one. Still have the rocket launcher as well, so do you know what? I am going to use a grenade here. Alright, let's do a bit of damage, get them both out in the open. Okay, excuse me. Just adjusting my chair. So, we're certainly in this for the long haul. We can't see you from anywhere but here. There it is then. Fine. I think this has to be the one, right? We should do some extra damage. Let's do it. Bit of combustion. Okay. You're out in the open. Not much we can do about that then. 3 to 5. Let's take this one. First sectoid down. And I think that's our turn. You burned for 5. What about the one over here? Right, you're dead. Good. Horrible death pose. I'm hoping you just retreat. Or don't do anything. Hey, look, I'm not going to judge. If that's what you want to do, you go ahead. Spoon's back. But I have a feeling you might be a little bit on the sluggish side. Okay. We probably want to get around here. We're going to do that. We might activate something, but I want to get the moves done now. So we know our situation. We do also have... Oh, you're fully healed. This is wonderful. Do you not have... Elite operation, I was going to say. Battle scanners. Anybody order any battle scanners? Apparently not. Fine. You're very slow. Run and gun somewhere. There's gonna be another group over there. That's why Spoon can sort of shuffle up here. Let's get Spoon over here.
I'm on the move.
Nothing there. Nothing there at all. We'll get Peter over here, so he's heading towards the evac still. Okay, that's fine. The Scoiter, I'd like to get you. Oh, there could be all sorts there, to be honest. We can get you back up here. Round here.
Okay.
And Flyer over here.
Geht klar.
And Roland. You can easily make that, so you come over here. Okay, good. Spoon. I'd rather have a second move with you. So I think I'm going to give this to Flyer, who is well overdue a promotion.
Das war doch klar, oder?
Good. Alright, you can easily make that at some point. Let's actually just go for a... We'll pop the free reload. And we'll pop a pistol overwatch. I would love to move, but I'm not in a position where I should be. You can get up quite far, but it's too risky to move. I am, however, going to move Spoon up a few tiles. He needs to get up there and then hack. Oh, hello. Hello there. Right, watch the vehicle, guys. Watch that vehicle. We still have the Mimic Beacon. There's a Frosty Muton. I think I've got a Mimic Beacon for you then. Be wonderful you can get a little shot on this. I think he's done it again. Okay, Big Red. Keep that sort of, keep those showings up and I'm a happy boy. And what about the last mech? Didn't move.
Menace 1-5, be advised, hostile interceptors are inbound on your current position. Firebrand has a limited window to provide extraction.
Yeah, we were never going to get that loot. Alright. Spoon can move again. Okay, luckily it does not last too long then. Spoon needs full cover.
Moving out.
We're absolutely going to utilise some cover up here.
See?
We'll get... That mech is annoying, but here's what it is. We'll throw this Mimic Beacon out here. And mostly think about getting into good positions. Seems like the smartest way to do that. I'm liking the bleed grenades, potentially. The shrapnel ones. Having you bleed would be a good call. We can flashbang you next turn. We've also got... Are we close enough to use this? We are. Let's do that.
Un spettacolo impressionante.
Flamethrower should be extra powerful. There, okay, that is excellent. Got a double tap here. Also excellent. Even Big Red can get in and be somewhat effective, although I don't like the half cover on his parts. Get him over here. I'm guessing there is one more group by the evac. Okay, good. They're quite far though, so we're okay. We'll get Flyer over here. We're looking at some very nice shots. Setting you on fire is a great idea. We'll do that. There we go, come on. Show me the burn. Okay, lovely. Some endurance to get you a bit closer.
Yeah.
Up you come. Right. That'll do. That's a miss. I think you blew the doors off the van, though. You did. No problem. That's what we have the likes of double tap for. So, one shot here. Frost Purifier Veteran gone. Pop that free reload. Take a snapshot here. Whew. That was pretty good. And you're burning, so there's no point in doing anything. The mech's going to come across. I'd rather get an overwatch on it. There we go. Okay, here comes the mech. Get a strong hit here, and we're looking good. That's Sergeant Flyer now. Well deserved. Right, you should have that Mimic Beacon in sight. Lovely.
Fire in the hole.
I think we have this mostly taken care of. Okay. Spoon, you cannot see the doors there. Let's try it again.
On my way.
From here. There we go. We can see the dude.
Status confirmed. VIP is in tow.
Might still need to actually open the door even though it's visually gone. Ah, okay. No, there is no hacking the objective then. We just shut the doors off of it. Let's have a look what this is though. Remember, Spoon also has the ability to take temporary control. Oh, that is not worth the risk. On the way out, that's okay. I will take that. Yeah, he can temporarily take control of mechs. Or any robotic enemies. Right, I'm going to move Roland up here. I'm going to move Flyer up close. The mechs won't explode, I'm pretty sure. I think you actually pierce. You might actually just straight up pierce his armor, so... I mean, that's quite a lot. Alright. Give this to Voltwall. Lovely.
Once an agent.
Was mache ich jetzt
And some loot. Oh, chosen information. That might be clutch.
Finally!
Alright, Big Red over here.
Overwatch!
Okay, and then over here. Feels just a touch on the risky side to do anything. Just come over here. Did you just go through the fire? You might have. You're a couple of turns from the evac. That's the sweet spot. You were up there. Let's not leave anything to chance here. I'm not even going to move you.
Overwatch, aye aye.
See if we can get eyes on them. No. Ah.
Sie haben Verstärkung.
Menace 1-5, we're picking up an enemy transport inbound on your current position.
Well, we're kind of in the best position for it. No sign of anything there. Okay. Alright, we're better off shuffling up here. Yeah.
On it.
Maybe there's a purifier that drops or something. It is what it is.
Roger, got eyes on.
I'm really anxious about what's up there. A couple of tiles up shouldn't hurt. Famous last words. Pistol overwatch from there. Flyer. Get up here. Okay.
I guess the waiting is the hardest part.
I suppose so. Alright, lovely, right. We should be able to take out most of these guys. Of course there's a purifier. There's always a purifier in every reinforcement drop. It just... They roll very high, don't they? Mind you, it could be related to the mods I'm using, potentially. It's skewed the numbers one way. Mind you, you're over there. If you run backwards, we should be fine. In fact, we may not even get to shooting you if we have shots like that. Ooh! Good work. Right, the medic, they don't usually have a lot of health. Ouch. Oh, everything's dead.
Dead as disco.
Wow. Wow. Ew. That wasn't so good. Big Red, you're by a van that's probably going to blow up next turn. I think we might want to get you away from there. What are we saying? Wow, okay, I'm just a bit like, ugh, this has not been amazing. I would love to get a size zombie going. This will end your turn though. So I'm going to come over here and do it. Right, that's you. Remember, we're just a couple of turns from actually getting out. We're not that far. That's why I'm sort of taking my time here. We'll take this one. We need a scout of some sorts, don't we? Okay. Big Red, get up. Get on up here.
Let's move already.
Menace, up here.
A escolha é sua.
Tony up here. You're 2 turns from the exit, I reckon. Get you up here. Volt Wolf ready to go there. Similar situation with Spoon here. Oh, actually, that's a bit too close to that van. That could blow up, so... No.
Affirmative. Covering now.
You've got a free reload.
Got it.
They are just sitting by the evac. I hate them. Tell them I hate them. Right. What is... Oh, I thought that was like a berserker for a moment. Oh, man. What is it? Yikes. Not the sort of thing that's going to go well. Is it? What a teamwork. That's going to be... Flash, that teamwork might be more useful than anything. In fact... There's a cloud of smoke. Huh. Teamwork. This might be the way. It does disorient them. But then neither of them can go. Well, no, you can. You can still go. I'm gonna long watch, because they're gonna scatter. Let's do it.
Explosões impressionantes.
2 of them are stunned. That is our ticket out of here. Okay. Whoever's not stunned. Don't need to worry about. Alright, there's our Mimic Beacon. It's just the Muton that's not. Presumably you're just immune to it. We can get an Overwatch on you. That'll take some shield down. You don't appear to be stunned anymore. No, like, if you'd hit the car behind, that would have been really quite nice. That's because you're in the smoke, isn't it? Alright, get you up there. Alright. Now then. They are definitely stunned. Pretty high tile scatter. Still have the idea of using the rocket up here though. Screw it, let's do it. Maybe it goes way off to the left. Maybe it doesn't do too bad. That's really good news for us. We can probably just shoot. Just non-stop. Keep firing. Spoon can stand there and shoot. It's our best bet. Right, where is the amazing flyer?
Schon unterwegs.
Yep, let's do this. We need to get as much guaranteed damage as possible. Hoping that does some extra. Yep, you're burning. Okay. Pop endurance, pop run and gun.
Sure. Watch.
Right, hold. These are very poor shots. Let's have Spoon run up then. There is a hack on the way out. Well, kind of changes things a little bit. You're still... God, you can still mess us up quite royally, actually. I think I'm going to have Peter take this shot. Massive hit there. Oh, what a hit. Right, in that case, Volt Wolf, get up here. That's because of that damn smoke. But now we can use it to our advantage. 86%. Done. Frost Legion bomber gone.
Good boy.
Good boy, I love that. You can sprint out potentially. Right, we do need to do some damage here. Let's do it. Or not, that's okay.
Missed the target.
Okay, boss, that is our VIP. Let's get you out next turn. Back here though. That's our lot, that's our move. Can't believe we actually used the concussion rocket. And it worked really well.
Menace 1-5, hostile interceptors
Okay.
are on high speed approach. Your window for
Biscoito's just got to move, I would say. Volt Wolf, you can get pretty close here. Still one tile off though.
Okay, done.
You might blow up. Would you blow up? What are you? A Frost Lancer? Oh no, you wouldn't blow up. You'd be fine. That's okay then. Alright, where can you hack from? Here. Alright, Spoon.
Yes.
Get up here. Okay. Peter. You can sprint there, so do you know what? I'm going to have you take this shot right here. Oh! Okay, he is. Oh! Electric today. Right, well, you can get there in two. You can get there now, and that's what we're going to do. Go, go, go.
VIP in Sicherheit und bereit zur Evakuierung.
Alright, zombie, punch. Go, go, go. Couldn't see in the smoke, I guess. Fair enough. Right, flyer. Over here. Bit 50-50-ish. Not that time. Gonna get you in the smoke here. That car's already blown up, so it's okay to go next to it. Maybe that's what I should have done, actually. That was some good damage. Big Red, you don't have... No, you don't have him as a target. This could work. Go for a headshot. You're out in 2 turns, let's do it. Fan-frickin-tastic! Okay, guys. Let's leave it there.
Let's do this.
I think we've made it, essentially. Tight schedule on this mission. Okay, let's have a little look at that hack then, shall we?
Works.
We might be able to nab a few alloys if Spoon's on good form. About a 1 in 3 chance, if I'm not mistaken. 35%, yeah. Hey, well done, Spoon. What a way to celebrate your 100th. Good work. Oh, I'm very happy with this. Yeah, some alloys. Right, that is essentially us done this turn. Most people are in position.
You're out of time. Get to the evac
We
point
are out
now.
of time. I'm done here. I'm absolutely finished. Through. Let's evac. A lot of injuries, but a successful mission nevertheless. And we did counter whatever... No, what was this for again? No, this is to get ourselves a scientist, wasn't
Mission
it?
accomplished.
Or an engineer. One of the two. Freaking result, that is. As well as a few alloys. So there we go. So 4 for 6 from Flyer here. 3 kills as well. Really nice. He was vital on this mission. Being able to burn enemies, stuff like that from quite far away. Very good against the Frost Legion. Volt Wolf 6 for 8, 4 kills, 35 damage dealt. Really nice. 1 for 2 on the Overwatches is good as well. For somebody with a shotgun. We've got Scoop here. 2 for 3 on his big 100. 1 kill signifying the number of hundreds of missions he's done, I suppose. Big Red, 7 for 7, 4 for 4. Well worth the MVP. That was well earned. Definitely tea and medals at home for you, my man. Well done. Menace 0 for 2, but we were able to do some good cover destruction. That was really useful, so good job there. And Biscoito, 8 for 9, 6 kills, 40 damage dealt. That was a really strong performance as well, so well done to you. Alright, and we have to get a mission photo for his big 100, don't we? And there we go. We've all got to do Spoon's pose. Is kneeling his toilet pose. There we go. Excellent. Okay, so there we go. Only 2 of them made it out. Spoon's the only one who's going to be able to go on a mission soon. Big Red is out for a long time. Well, at least he can shine that medal he got from the mission, I suppose. His MVP award. Okay, I was supposed to go down Necromancy for Flyer here, I believe. Corpse Explosion, cause a target corpse to... Yes, we're going pure Necromancy is what we're meant to do with Flyer. So we will give him the poison ability. It's nice that he has combustion though, that is such a good ability. So as soon as he has training available, I'm going to give him poison and then we're going to go down. Likes of bone armor, that is so cool. He's going to have some of the funnest, wildest abilities. But it's nice to have Flyer back out there. Even though he's only out for 9 days, that's not too bad. 24 for Volt Wolf. 16 here. Twin Fangs, poison enemies, that's going to be okay this playthrough, I believe. We have quite a lot of poisonous targets, unlike when we were against Bio Division, I think it was. That's pretty good. Got ourselves a scientist, and we got 10 alloys, courtesy of Spoon. Yeah, well done. Honestly, that was a great hack. What a time to come through, you know? What a time to come through. Okay, we are working on modular assaulted rifles. We have got a lot of stuff to do. And the first thing I want to do is find that damn cat. Miri, where are you? We are not moving on until I have seen that you're still aboard our ship. Aha! Found you! There you are, admiring one of the posters. Smite the enemy. I think I can see... I remember that. That was our first encounter with the Warlock, a really early mission, I believe. But there we go. There she is, safe and sound. Away from everybody. What's going on elsewhere? Someone's engineers in the power relay. Engineers are all at work at the moment. We are rapidly clearing that alien machinery here. We also have some space up here, possibly to get an infirmary. It is fairly high up on my list. We also need more power relays as well. We can upgrade, get another workstation. How many workstations do we have? That just the one as it is. Okay, it does work a bit differently, so we are going to need to get more engineers, essentially. More engineers. That is a massive priority. We've only got 4. I mean, we do have the workshop, which is good, so we can actually upgrade the workshop, which is the same as getting more engineers in a sense, but it does cost 2 power as well. That's why Avenger power is a massive priority as well, in terms of stuff we can get. I don't want to go out here, that's not what I wanted to do. Instead, we have some medals to give out, and we also have squad assignments as well. First of all, though, we're going to start with the medals. So, we have a few to dish out. We have got a couple of, I think, purple hearts to give out. So we are going to give one out to somebody who thought they were going to be out in this mission, or today's mission. Let me take a little look. I've actually forgotten who it was going to be. Wasn't it Maltese? Or was it Boss? Sure, it's Maltese. He was basically bleeding out. But Denmother's definitely one of them. So, congratulations. How do I award? Award selected. That's it. Yes. Ta-da! Yeah. And yeah, I'm pretty sure Tristan was basically dead, so he is going to get one of these as well. So, congratulations, you two. Good job. Alright, down here, what do we have? Are there any I'm missing? Probably. I think I will keep that. Avengers Aegis is a pretty good one. Guardian Angel. Who finished on 1 health? Was it Big Red? I think Big Red actually finished with 1 health, didn't he? So he gets a Purple Heart as well. So another medal for him to at least enjoy whilst he's got some time off work, I suppose you could call it, couldn't you? These are all the soldiers I started with. I must remember that for the Avenger Down mission. You know, that would be quite good to know. Right, there you go. Medal for you. Good job. We've had no misclicks. Has anybody been mind-controlled and been rescued? I don't recall that in the last few missions. Save a fellow soldier destined to perish. I don't think we've had that. Nobody bleeding out or burning or acid burn and then they've been healed by someone. Does healing yourself count? I don't think it does. It has to be an act of... yeah. I think that is it. We've had no under 30% chances to hit so far. Okay, so really those purple hearts have been, been dished out for now. Yeah, we'll keep that, and I'm going to add some more medals as we go. If I have missed something, do let me know, and we will absolutely get around to that. So let's go back into the middle board and have a look at the purple heart. Let's have a look at check owners. There we go. They all have purple hearts. Can you dish multiple of them out? I believe you can. Yeah, you can. Wow. I mean, there you go. Augie, that could be one for you, potentially someday. Very good. Okay, so what's next? Squad management. Right. I am going to start, finally, assigning some squads. I'm going to put a cut in here whilst I put everybody into their respective squads, so give me a moment. Alright, so these are the 5 squads that I have formed here. They are mostly complete. The way it's going to work is there's going to be 6 main soldiers in the squad plus a reserve soldier as well. So as you can see, we still need to pick up a couple more. And they are Defy's Duckies, The Unknown, Spoon Seniors. I swear I'm not trying to give you an existential crisis, Spoon. The Double Dealers and the Wild Cards. So, Defy's Duckies. Let's go through each squad. It's no surprise, this is Defy's squad. And he is a tank. The concept of this squad is actually going to be long-range engagements, slow engagements, so we're talking stuff like UFO down missions, supply raids, possibly retaliations. They would work in retaliations as well. So you've got Defy, and his buddy is going to be Beermat, so we've got a sniper. We have a second sniper, this is going to be Rannick, who is probably going to be bonded with Lady T. Of course, these are all subject to change, it depends on opinions and such. I personally think having a scout is quite nice there. We've also got a fuse, so we've got cover destruction, potential crowd control, and Goose for, again, crowd control as well, and having a necromancer, we can form mimic beacons, so we can send the zombie as a scout potentially, if anything, if Lady T's concealment becomes compromised, so that would work as well. And the reserve is Alan Kramer, just, you know, so we've got the extra soldier, plus he's a javelin as well, which could be quite useful in certain engagements, so maybe we take somebody out. Or if somebody's not available, we have somebody else there. So yeah, they specialise in long-range engagements. Something I have done is make sure that every squad must have at least 2 shredders, 1 scout, 2 crowd control, and 1 healer. And I will try to remember to put this on the screen for each squad. I have initialised these. So for instance, this is the wrong squad I'm looking at, Defy's. Defy is a shredder because he's going to have an acid grenade. Essentially, he's going to be the way we're going to work him. Beermat or Headhunter can have a med kit. Lady T's the scout, obviously. Duke is both a shredder and crowd control, and Goose is crowd control because of the fact that he can use a zombie. So we have all of those covered in each squad, and I've made sure each squad has basically at least that requirement of 2 shredders, 2 crowd control, 1 scout, and 1 med kit holder. in them. So there you go, that's Deffy's Duckies. They're a little bit inflexible, but on the right missions, they're going to be very good. And to be honest, there should be no injuries, really, with this squad. So, because they should be, a lot of their engagements should be far away. We want to avoid timed missions, most likely. Although, that said, once we get some, the grapple suit. I forgot the name of it. Once we get those going, the snipers will still be very effective. So, maybe they'll be fine. All right, moving on to our second squad is the Unknown. I was going to call these guys the Unseen, but then I remembered that silly Willy Wonka thing in Glasgow, I think it was. Deffy, you should know all about that, where the villain in it was called the Unknown. It was basically a bit of a meme thing over here, where some stupid AI-generated thing, and I decided I wanted to call them that, because the idea is they are vague and unseen in the eyes of Advent. This is the squad we have been kind of toying with, you might remember, where we do everything from stealth. And here they are. It is going to be Bones, that's our Reaper, Nat, Sakamoto, Boss, Maltese, and McDowell. So the main four are Maltese and Boss. They are the two most important soldiers in this squad, and we're actually going to send them out in the next mission, actually. And I think we're even sending out these two as well on the next mission. So it's basically going to be the Unknown going out in the next mission on the black site. So I don't... Well, it says you have a fear of loss, so we shouldn't see any lost. Oh, but you're not going to be on the mission because you're wounded, so there will be somebody else there instead. Yeah, and where am I? Right, Sakamoto can use tracking shot from concealment. Obviously, if he takes the shots, then he's revealed. So the idea is we'd have the tracking in place in case we do reveal, and then we can finish something off. So everybody has something they could do from concealment. Obviously, Bones, he's a Reaper, obviously. Nat can throw proximity mines because that's his ability. Boss can throw knives from concealment. And Maltese can obviously use Pounce from concealment, which is insane, that ability, Pounce. Read that. Apex Ambusher will take a free shot when an enemy group is first revealed in a turn. I have witnessed that work from concealment and retain concealment, which is ridiculous. And especially as he's going to be a pro Overwatcher, I mean, it's just fantastic. So four of you can attack from stealth. We also have McDowell, who we could potentially give proximity mines to. And Sakamoto, I've already explained. So, yeah, this is a really nice squad. The reserve for this one is going to be... Who is it? Andrea, who we don't have yet. She's going to be an infiltrator. So, essentially doubles up as another scout, potentially. Although I might change that, actually. I really might switch that out to Nightfall, who currently I'm going to be putting in the double dealers. They're both not in the roster yet, but they will be coming. Okay, very good. So, in terms of the roles, so our two shredders... Allocated shredders for this squad are going to be Bones because he's got grenades, and McDowell. We do have Nat. No, sorry, it's not Bones. It's Nat and McDowell. That's kind of obvious. Our two crowd controllers are Boss over here. Why is it Boss? He's going to have a mimic beacon, probably. That's going to be the idea there. And McDowell, because he's got flashbangs. He's good with flashbangs. So that's a given. Our scout is Bones. That is obvious. And the med kit, or the healer, is going to go to Sakamoto. Actually, he'll have the med kit at the back, so that works fine. So there you go, that's the Unknown. Let's move on to Spoon Seniors. Yeah, we've got two soldiers here who are Centurions, that is Spoon and Meerkat, who must be at about 110, 115 missions, I reckon, at this point. And, by the way, sorry, conceptually... Sorry, I did say, these guys will specialise in assassination missions, so field commander, and possibly supply extractions. If they can do a lot of that from stealth, that could be really nasty, actually. Potentially from stealth. I don't know. But they are good for sort of fairly quick-paced missions, I reckon. Yeah, they should be good. Right, Spoon Seniors. I just want to get on with this, because there's a lot of rambling here. Right, obviously, this is Big Red and Spoon. We've got Augie and the Cow. And we have Meerkat, Robo-Dio, because they need a robot to help them, you know, with the seniors. And as well as Denmother, who obviously is very experienced, at least in the XCOM lore-wise, so it makes sense that she's in Spoon Seniors here. This is a really good flexible squad. This is the best squad we have for hacking, because we have two hackers, potentially. The reserve is actually Denmother, by the way, so I might actually make sure that that's kind of a bit clearer here. Oh, it doesn't actually do it like that. But still, that's a really nice 7 there. The crowd controllers are Spoon and Big Red, because he's got suppression abilities. So that's nice. Shredders are Big Red, because obviously he does. And Robo-Dio, who is in the main squad. and Augie is the scout, because he's a vanguard, and I think he can pick up conceal, so we might actually do that for him. And the healer is Meerkat because he's actually a healer. So I think this squad, yeah, they are mainly for hacking missions. Essentially, the fact that we can do the remote hacking from Meerkat to some extent is quite nice as well. So sometimes you find yourself not in the best positions with few choices. You've got to be very action efficient. So I think this is quite good for timed hacking the train, stuff like that. So that's going to be their specialties. Yeah, pretty strong squad. They obviously specialize in close combat, I would say, if we were to look at weapon distance. Cohen obviously goes up close. Shotgun with Augie. Big Red's more medium range, but we kind of want to get him a bit closer with that cannon, don't we? So yeah, there's no snipers in here. Robo-Dio as well, we want to get him closer because he can use punch and stuff like that, I reckon. So yeah, you can see where we're going here. Closer the range, the better. So that is something to keep in mind with them. So they could be good for the rescue and operative from the tunnels, you know, the one that we did recently, where you get constant reinforcements. These guys would excel, I reckon, in that sort of mission too. So that's pretty nice. So there you go, that's Spoon Seniors. Moving on now to the double dealers. This is, I quite like this squad actually, I'm quite proud of it. Call them double Ds for short if you'd like. There is double dealers in two sense. There's two meanings to it. The first one is very visual. As you can see here, we've got 2 Portuguese, 2 Swedes, and 2 Americans. So, and they are all going to be bonded up as well. So that's going to be really nice. So yeah, that's one side of it. And also, they all pretty much have 2 actions each time. They can take 2 shots each, most of them anyway. Tony has, as you've witnessed in the last mission, double tap. Felix is the only one who doesn't. However, he has the Venom Stim, which I think is 1 action, and then he can take a shot, so he can do something twice. Ace is an akimbo, he can shoot twice with the pistols, so 4 pistol shots. Fang is, well, he's a Shinigami, so he's also going to double up possibly as the scout in this squad, actually. I've got him as crowd control. Who's the scout then? It should really be Fang, actually. I think I may have made a mistake in my notes here. But yeah, Menace is, he can launch 2 grenades a time, and Carlson has the bullpup, so she can shoot twice if needs be. So you can see there's kind of 2 meanings of double dealing here. I quite like that. I'm very pleased with this one. Crowd controllers are going to be Fang. I think he's also going to be our scout as well. Also, Overdrive is the other crowd controller because of her secondary weapon. The arc launcher plus chain lightning, although that doesn't actually stun anything, I don't think. But yeah, the arc launcher that stuns things, I suppose. But the idea is these guys really are just going to kill everything if possible. Really. By the way, 100 aim on Biscoito. Wow, that's nice. The healer is bad aim. We actually have a proper paramedic here. So the pharmacist class. So that's really nice too. So we can heal quite quickly as well. And what else have we got? Shredders are Menace. That's pretty much a given. We don't really have any other shredders, so I might have to allocate an acid grenade to somebody, possibly Nightfall, the reserve, or maybe even Bad Aim, actually, if he could have an acid grenade. Acid grenade, medkit, that's a good setup for him, actually. I might do that. So that makes him really, really useful. But yeah, that's the double dealers. These guys specialize in stuff like Dark VIPs, where, again, you're on the move. You need to shoot twice. Action efficiency is very key. They can do hacks, I think, because we have, oh yeah, we've got overdrive here. So another squad for hacking contracts. They're very good against Lost as well because of the action efficiency, not to mention secondary. Secondary pistols is another thing in each of the squad. I've tried to make sure there's secondary pistol users in every single squad. So Tony, for instance, has a pistol. So it's a free action, essentially, as well as Menace here. So quite a flexible squad, but again, they also fight at fairly close range. Well, no, they're mixed range, actually. But yeah, just double dealers. They just, volume of fire is the theme of these guys. So yeah, pretty nice. And finally, the wild cards, which may seem like it's a bit of these are just the other guys. These guys, however, are actually very flexible. So let's go over the squad. We have got Red Glaive in charge of them. We have also got Volt Wolf and Crow. No, that should be Flyer. Crow's a good name, though, actually. We have got, yeah, those two. We have got Giggles, we have got the White Death, we have got Abyssion, who is also a Fusilier, and the reserve is the Skirmisher, who could actually be in the double dealers, arguably. I'm very tempted then. I mean, really, he'd be perfect for the double dealers. I just think as a wild card, you know, Skirmishers suit that quite well, actually. But these guys are, like I say, very flexible. The shredders are Bella, obviously. We're going to give her shredder at some point, and that's apparently all I have. There should be another shredder, so I may give Volt Wolf an acid grenade, or maybe even... I mean, Red Glaive's going to have something, probably a mimic beacon, but I think an acid grenade might be better. We'll have to see. So there's a bit less going on here. The Scout is obviously the White Death. That's a given. Crowd control is Flyer, because we can obviously summon a zombie, and potentially Red Glaive. These guys will split probably certain duties in that respect. Maybe even Flyer as well could have an acid. No, I don't think so. Might give something to the White Death then. Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, nice squad, very flexible. Basically any mission type that isn't a hack, these guys can do. They can handle that quite well. So that is pretty good. But those are pretty much the squads. We've got our 5 squads. I will try to keep them together. There are no bonuses. There's no squad cohesion mod because that only works in vanilla XCOM. So if you watched Defy's playthrough recently, you'll notice there was the squad cohesion in the lineups. But that's just not been remade. Nobody's taken it and remade it for War of the Chosen, unfortunately. So there are no bonuses. It's more just for lore, I suppose, which is excellent, I think, anyway. Alright, so that is a lot of talking I've just done. Not used to doing that volume of talking. We want to go on the black site. And we're going to see which squads are available. We're going to have a little look at the unknown here, because most of them are available. We also want to send out Maltese and Boss because they've not been out on a mission in ages. So I would love to get them going here. 5 of them are available, which is really nice, and that just means we need to send out 1 more. So who have we got? We could go with Robo Dio. That's a fun option. What have we got actually here? So we've got close range, got quite a few abilities, all the stealthiness. Sakamoto, we've got sniping, we've got flashbang, crowd control, cover destruction. Pretty flexible for 5. I mean, obviously we're going to send in 6. This is a story mission and a key mission. We also could end up facing the Warlock, and maybe that's what I have to think about is, let's say we face the Warlock, which is very likely. So we're going to need to deal with those stupid little zombies, and maybe a medkit is the way to go here. Let's have a quick look at availability in every squad. So 4 are available on this squad. Spoon Seniors I think are largely unavailable, so I wouldn't mind plucking somebody from here. That's where I think Meerkat might be a good shout, actually, or Robo Dio. Got to give Robo Dio his debut at some point. Double dealers are completely unavailable. And the wild cards are also very unavailable, so it's probably going to be Defy's squad next time. I'm still leaning towards that. I think Meerkat is the way to go here. Yeah, just so we get some healing. That will make me feel a lot better, and I think it'll make these guys feel a lot better as well. He also has the maim ability, which could be quite good. The Warlock can teleport, can't he? Because I was going to say, if we could stick him in the same place, that would be quite hilarious, and just sort of take shots at him, remove cover. On these guys, well, we've got a sword, we've got a shotgun. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Warlock. Yeah, it looks pretty good to me. Alright, I am pretty much going to leave it there. I will equip the squad off camera. It's going to be stuff like, one of these guys will have a mimic beacon. They're all going to have good weapons. We've got all of our equipment back. I'll try and dish out some nice armor as well, especially on these guys. I don't want them getting injured this mission, because I'd like to send them out on a bonding exercise as well, so that they can actually get bonded. But yeah, looking forward to getting the squads together and playing together in future missions. We're coming towards the end of our supply drop cycle, so we should have some time to heal and actually get the squads in full swing as well. So thanks for watching, everybody, and I shall see you next time.